was born in August 20th, 1986.
The doctors originally thought I had cystic fibrosis, and then they figured out I had CP, or cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is a condition in which the baby is deprived of oxygen at some point during pregnancy, and this leads to nerve damage, as well as an array of other issues. Essentially, it's a baby having a stroke.
Typically, the less severe the symptoms of the disabled individual,
What are
the
you?
later on in the pregnancy it is, the more severe the damage.
Look what it is.
I have limited use of my right hand, and it's pretty much this is all I can do.
Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a throw more. Think of that.
So, growing up as a kid, I had a nanny who was a devout Christian, and she insisted upon the idea that if I had enough faith and that if I prayed hard enough, that I could be healed and be normal just like the rest of the world.
Dear friend, we've received so many prayer requests recently for healing. I would like you to join me in a prayer right now.
Is this hard for you to talk about?
Yes. If only you had enough faith, then you'd be healed. And then, because I never was, I essentially thought that God was this sick joke, that, of fake hope, something that made society or individuals within society just fake. I don't know how to say that any better. I got invited to church, and I thought it was a load of nonsense, and I went anyway, and I thought I was going to prove that it was a load of nonsense. I don't recommend going into church with that mentality, but hey, it worked for me. And then, as I was going through, I legitimately realized that these people that invited me to church legitimately believed the content of the Bible. They believed that Christ rose and died on the cross and he's alive, and that his way of life, loving one another more than yourself, and doing those things are the way to go.
It's amazing the power that love can give you. It wasn't until I devoted myself to living a life of love that I realized how far I could go.
When we devote our lives to something, we cease to make our lives about us and push all of our circumstances into furthering that purpose.
Sitting here on this lonely dock, watch the rain play on the ocean top. All the things I feel I need to say, I can't explain.
My buddy Dave and we are out training to hike the AT, and guess what? Pip is now a trail dog, and we just climbed a power station.
Truth be told, this has caused some of the most terrible, most beautiful, and most wonderful things that have ever happened to the human race.
Popping the question from 50 feet below, a South Florida woman's watery wish coming true.
Does this mean, however, that we as people should stop searching for perfection? Or does it mean that
there is an inherent truth in all of us that knows that the search for beauty, art, and perfection will not be contained, but must be allowed to flourish. When I started working out, I weighed 130. I've been working out for over a year. I now weigh 160. We all want to know truth, but the reality is, if the failures of this world were not part of the original plan, we can't know truth without first allowing it to mold and change us into the people we were originally supposed to be. The more that I discover truth, the more I realize that the statement "I can't" is simply the disability itself. It's not a physical disability, it's a mental perspective that's thrusted upon me by society that comes prepackaged with physical symptoms.
You! Gotta! Commit!